Let's learn how to find factors in 2 minutes or less. So remember that factors are what happens when we break down a number. We're breaking down the product into its smaller factors. Those are the two numbers that we multiply together to make the product. We can use a factor table, which just involves us breaking down the 24 into its two factors on either side. We always want to make sure that we start with the number 1 and then go down in numerical order to make sure that we don't miss any. And remember that every single number is always going to have at least one factor pair of 1 and itself. That's the identity property. So as I'm going down the line, I notice that 24 is an even number, so 2 is definitely going to be a factor. I can continue going down the list until I end up where I started. The next one would be 6 times 4, and we know we've already got that factor pair with 4 times 6, so we don't need to write those again. We can also do something called a factor rainbow. Some people like this strategy better because when you're finished factoring out your product, you end up with all of your factors in order, so you don't necessarily have to go through and list them all again. When you're connecting the factors together, it's easy to see whether a number is prime or whether it's composite. If it only has one bow, then you know that that number is prime. More than one bow, and you know that that number is composite. So the number 24 has 4 sets of factor pairs, or you can say that it has 8 total factors, making it a composite number.